people get uncomfortable when I talk about this, but it
Go
is
for it. Let's fire from the hip.
An uncomfortable topic. White people are under global attack. The way white people are spoken about in the world today is pre-genocide propaganda. Well, I'm not suggesting genocide is coming, but the language used describing white people is pre-genocide language. The globalist elite, the world government, those who desire world government have known since the end of the Second World War that in order to install world government, to bring down nation states, to bring down borders, you've got to attack white people. Because we were, at one point, the freest, the wealthiest people in the world. That's why white people needed taking down a peg. That's what this is all about. The British government is not the only Western government, white majority country government that puts its own people, the white people, at the bottom of the list. It is relentless and it's constant. It seeps into every part of culture. On Friday, Channel 4 is having a black-only day. You will hear across the public sector, too many whites, too many whites in this room. It is relentless. And with this, Afghanistan is again going to show us this. If you look at Sadiq Khan is buying up houses, using public money, buying houses or giving money to councils to buy houses so that they can house Afghans. He is putting training and job-seeking projects in place for Afghans. Now, how many people are homeless in London? Why can't he do that for them? He doesn't want to do that for them. He wants as many, in his words, as many Afghans as possible, because the more people who come here, the smaller the white majority becomes. And that's the idea. And until we wake up to this anti-white hatred that all white people are facing, we will not see the bigger picture here. That is the bigger picture. And that's why in Britain, the British are at the least of on the lowest of the ladder. In Holland, the Dutch are. In Germany, the Germans are. And just just to be devil's advocate for a minute, referring to the Afghans, giving their names to the Taliban was a disgrace. But if just for devil's advocate, do we really owe room and board for life to people just because they helped us? Presumably they were being paid. Now, I don't expect an employer to give me room and board for life when I stop working for them. It is putting us at risk. To bring Afghans here puts us at risk. Now, the wider culture is a big issue. We've already got Sharia. We've already got child marriage. We've already got honor violence. We've already got this grotesque Islamic cruelty seeping into every part of our society. We don't need any more. We just don't need any more. And the crime wave that Afghans have already committed in Europe because of all the illegal immigration. Afghans are right up there at the top of the list for crime, brutal, violent crimes. So why is British people's lives so unimportant that we're willing to risk British lives to help Afghans? That is putting Afghans above the British. They're more important. Their safety is more important than Britain's safety. That's the decision they've made. And for reasons I've just explained, it has to go into reverse. I don't have anything against helping people, but a British government has a moral and democratic duty to care for the needs of the British people and certainly the safety of the British people.
We don't care, Anne-Marie.
But we've never had an outright global governance before, so they have nothing to model it on. But what it does is take our freedoms away, turn us into cogs in a machine, taxpayers who simply have to work to pay money to our overlords who will tell us in detail what we're allowed to do from the minute we get up until the minute we go to bed. Yep. That is where we're going. That is where we're going. It's not a conspiracy. It's absolutely how it is. We are being punished for speaking. We're either not allowed to speak or we're punished for it. Coronavirus is another great example. There's no open debate on this. We're now looking at another lockdown, I think. And we're not allowed to talk about it. We're not allowed to talk about it. I've had 2 videos taken off YouTube recently and been given strikes and what have you, just for talking about coronavirus, just for discussing whether or not wearing masks is and today I actually did a live stream this morning and the numbers of views was a few hundred views lower when I looked at it from half an hour to now. So, and this is because we're not even allowed to talk about the fact that we're facing another house arrest. We are in trouble.
Yeah, we are. We have to do something. We're on a runaway train. We don't know what the destination is, but we do know that the destination is not the Britain I grew up in. I can just see it. I can see things unfolding. 6 years ago when I first got in, 7 years ago when I first got into politics, I must admit I didn't see COVID. I didn't see any of this, but I'm certainly aware that it's an opportunity that these globalists just can't refuse.